just watched the new series and I loved it, as I loved the first one. How do you choose which animals to portray in these films?
Well, first I have to understand how they mate, because it's not so simple when you read books, because there's a lot of scientific words, and some of them, they do such strange things. So I try to choose animal that I know, or that, and that consequently also the audience know. And then I had to resolve the problem of the costumes, you know, since I play all the animals and I made this big paper cutout, is how to, in very few, you know, eyes and something, I become the animal. If I were a starfish, I can reproduce sexually or asexually. I can grow new starfish by fragmenting my body.
So why sea creatures after insects?
The first series was very successful, so Sundance asked me to do 2 more series for 2009, and I was trying to package them so that you know, we have sea creatures, and then in the fall we're doing animal that we eat.
Oh, nice.
So they're called Bon Appetit. If I were a limpet, a young limpet, I would be sexless. I would use a rock to protect my flesh.
What are the challenges specifically of making a film for the third screen, as you call it, for iPhones or iPods or phones?
We looked at different films in a different screen, you know, and obviously it's not advisable to look at Apocalypse Now or Lawrence of Arabia in your cell device, in your mobile. And we did see that when you look at animation, it all translates very well. So that's why we decided to do green porno with paper, and each animal is maybe 3 to 4 colors, you know, a background, an animal, one element, so that we keep it very, very clear. If I were a bee, a queen bee, I would be very fat and do nothing else but lay eggs.
The films are shot in this very simple way that's almost childlike, but the content is very adult, and in the case of the insects, it's sometimes kind of violent. Who is the target audience that you imagine watching these films?
Well, what did you say it was? It was childlike, and I like it, but then...
But it was super violent. And kind
but
of
it
graphic.
isn't. It's natural.
It's true.
It's true. You know, it's not that I choose to tell that they are hermaphrodites, or you know, that a barnacle has a penis that is 4 times the length of his body. It's the way nature is. Do you know that earthworms are hermaphrodite? Do you know that manatees, a female eats the male head when they are mating? Do you know that a starfish can reproduce sexually or asexually with a partner, or by herself or by himself? So those are things that I wanted to convey, the amazement of this all. It's not violent or I mean, it is maybe occasionally scandalous, but it is the nature, the way it is.
Right. The nature of nature.
Nature is scandalous.
Right.